This is a 1990 420 SEL Mercedes Benz. This is the same model. I think it goes from 1984 to all the way to maybe 91. It's the same thing. So there it is, 420 SEL. Once again, this is the 126 body style. Once again, made in Germany, Stuttgart, 390. Here's the lever for the hood. And here is the master cylinder. You see we have fluid in here. And so once again, if you're rotating tires or you're doing a brake job or anything else, before you lift the car up, break all the bolts loose, because it's just so much easier to do it this way than when the tire is off the ground. Okay. So I got the tires off the ground, but when I got the tires off the ground, both of them, but what I decided to do is just cheat, and I just used the floor jack and put it directly underneath the rear end over here. And since I'm only going to do a brake job and tire rotation, it's not going to be up there that long, so that's what I decided to do. See, now, if you had these done at the dealer, they would use a air gun and zap these on there so hard, it'd make it pretty hard to get them off. But I usually rotate my own tires, so when I do it, I'll change. There it comes. Alright, so here are the rear rotors. And is the top bolt, and here is the bottom bolt, and that will take off the whole caliper assembly with the brakes in the center. Alright, here's the back brakes. So once again, they just have this little pin going through there. So just tap on it. There's my little nail. You have a punch that has the right diameter, you could use that. I think it's just too simple. Oh, that one even fell out. And here's this little piece of tin that separates the two pads. And I'll just stick the screwdriver between the pad and the rotor real gently, and just squeeze those all the way back. Okay, here's the rear pads. They're a little on the thin side. I guess everybody's a little on the thin side. So now we'll take the caliper off. These are, it's a number 19. Okay, that's one. And here's the caliper. So I'll just rest it on a little dry shaft over there so it doesn't hang by the hose.
After I got done taking off the calipers, I determined that the rotors were in good shape and I was going to reuse them. But I got distracted somehow and I didn't. I was going to take it off just to show how it was done. But where the yellow arrows are pointed right here, it gets extremely rusted, and you need to put some kind of penetrating oil like WD-40 to help break up the rust. So if you look at it from the front part, you'll see it needs an Allen wrench to unscrew this little screw here, and then with the yellow arrows, that will show you where all the rust accumulates. So after you let the penetrating oil sit for a little while, then use a hammer if it doesn't come up, and you're going to have to hit it pretty hard in these spots between where the bolts would go.
Alright, so we take that pin out. Just use a little. And if you have a drift, use that. I just happen to use a little nail. There's one. Here comes the little spring clip. There's the second. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll just squeeze these nice and gently. So it goes all the way back. Alright, so that one came out real easy. And here's a new one. See, it's got this indicator line, where the old one, the indicator line is just about smooth. And you can see the difference here in the pad. So this one is, the new ones is like double the amount. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is put a little this disc brake quiet on here. Don't really need too much. And it just slips right into position, just like that. Easy. And then do the other side, same thing. Squeeze it. Then this forces all this fluid up into the master cylinder. And here it comes. Here's this one. Here's the new one. Let's just give it a try first. Okay, fits in there real easy. Some people don't like to use this. I do. And look at that, it just slips right in there. Real nice. Now, here's one pin. One down. And here's the second Okay, that takes care of the installing the rear brakes. So basically pull out the 2 pins, the center clip, pull out the pads, squeeze them back, and put them back. And there you go. When you're finished with the brake job, put all the tires on, everything else, the best thing is come over here and check the master cylinder. See, here's minimum, here's maximum. We're in the center, so I'm gonna just leave it right there. So what happens is, as the brakes wear out, the fluid level goes down because the pistons extend and need more fluid in the pistons. But then when you replace them and squeeze the pistons back in, your level will come up. I have it here. Some people have it here, as long as it's between minimum and maximum. If you don't know what type of fluid to put into the system here, you can always look at the cap. And let's see if you can see this. Well, it says right here, .4. So this particular car uses .4 fluid. So we just cap it up, and away we go. Okay, the next thing is just put the tire back on. I always put this up on the center, one of the holes for the bolts, just so it makes it easier to center it up. There it is, basically. This is the style of lug nuts this one has. They're all a little different, but they all do the same thing. So what I normally do, and a lot of people don't, but I don't care what they do, is I just put a little drop of oil here, one that makes it easier to screw on, and also next time I take it off, it'll be easy too. Okay, so they're basically snug. So what I'm going to do is, since the tire turns, I'm going to put the other one on, and then I'm going to lower the jack so it's on the ground, and then I'll retighten them again and cross pattern. All right, put the other tire on and tighten it up. So I'm just going in a crossways pattern, and I don't super tighten these. I mean, I tighten them enough, but not like they put them on in the shop where you can't even get them off. Okay, there it is. Okay, that's the back brakes. Okay, so now that we've finished the brakes, start the car up and come over here and pump the pedal, and you'll see that the pedal went down quite a bit, but as you pump it, it comes right back up to life. So now you're ready to go.